so I just got off school and I came home, got dressed, changed out of my school clothes, went over to the farm, and they were harvesting some beans early on in the day. They harvested some corn. They threw that in the high moisture silo, and then they decided they'd switch over and try beans. So I pulled up to them right when they were finishing up. So now what I'm doing is I'm roaming the countryside looking for weeds, because I have to find 30 different plants with 15 different families. I've got 25 so far and I'm missing 5. So I know a spot of nightshade down on one of our farms. I'm gonna go pick some of that and try to see if I can just see anything else that I haven't already picked and go ahead and grab it. So anyway, yeah, I just got a couple shots of the combine, us unloading from it. There's gonna be a lot more where that came from. So make sure you subscribe and keep checking into the rest of my videos. I'm just gonna go down and pick those weeds and maybe show you how I know what weeds they are. So anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm at the spot where I found the nightshade. There's some ripe fruit here and there's some fruit that is not quite ripe. I'm going to take the ripened fruit. I'm going to show you what it is. Now, if you look right there, you can see a plant that has both a ripe fruit and an unripe fruit on it. This plant, its official name is like Solanum nigrum, I believe. And there's actually a lot of different varieties of these around the world. They're most widely known because to be extremely poisonous. As far as this one right here, I'm definitely not going to try it. But I know that there is a nightshade out there that millions of people eat. The berries are supposed to be really sweet and tender, but yeah, I'm definitely not going to try it, so I'm just going to pick this one here. Alright. Now, I'd have to say the biggest identifying feature on these plants is just the fruit. They have these little, they're definitely swelled up, but they have these, I can't remember the name of them, but they have these small leaves that lead up to the fruit. And it has 4 different smaller leaves. You can kind of see as I rotate it around. Kind of looks like a big bomb, I'd have to say. But that's how you identify these. That's how I identify them. And again, some of these varieties have reported to have been eaten, but I know that there is a variety out there that is extremely poisonous and it will kill you. Since this is in the nightshade family, I definitely wouldn't try it because there are so many different plants that contain alkaloids, which are extremely poisonous to humans. And yeah, this would just happen to be black nightshade. So that's it that I can really think of for this plant. Now, another plant around these parts that you really have to watch out for is Jimson weed. I can't think of the species and genus name right now, but this one's really easy to point out because it has a really distinct smell. Cattle can get into this often if they don't have enough to eat. They might try biting it, and I definitely wouldn't try these because this contains alkaloids, especially the fruit. These pods on them are all spiky, and they're a bit sharp. They're not the sharpest thing in the world, but they're fairly sharp. If you crack these open, it has little black not really berries, but black seeds on the inside, and those especially contain the alkaloids. I read a story once about some kids who went out and tried eating some of the seeds, and it didn't really end so well for them. A cop found them alongside the road. They were both still alive, but they couldn't really function. They were basically looked like they were going crazy. And another identifying feature is that they call this plant the devil's trumpet. And if you look at this, it has these long flowers on it. And they just kind of shoot out, and they look like a trumpet. Some people use them in their, or have them in their gardens. I definitely wouldn't, because they're a pretty potent weed. So that's Jimson weed.